Hello, good evening, everyone. Wow, such a beautiful day again. Oh my goodness, I am excited. Like you guys always know, Friday is always a day that I'm super excited. After a long week, I'm always looking forward to Friday. So this evening, guys, we have something very exciting. But before I go for that, let me not forget to introduce myself. My name is Niniola Fatai. I'm the host of the Speaker Show. So each and every one of you who are just joining in for the first time, or you're just tuning in again, I want to say thank you very much for all the dedicated people who have been joining our show. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. But most importantly, please do not forget to turn on the notification button. Just click on it and also subscribe to us so that way you can get more inspiration, more motivation. You can get more topic. And I always say to you, you never know. Somebody's story can be a life changing for you. Just one word can turn your whole life around. You just never know. So always stay tuned with us because we always have something good for you. Incredible people, incredible talks. Like, get excited for this evening. All right. So, without further ado, I'm going to tell you guys, I have some words for you guys today. Okay. So, but before that, I just want to bring in our guest that we have this evening. I'm sure most of you have seen the flyer, but I'll tell you, the person that is coming in this evening is an excited, a phenomenal person. I call him a big uncle. All right. And it's somebody who is doing great things in the city of Toronto and also in Nigeria. And this man has done many things and he's been able to touch life. He's in the entertainment, he's in the music industry, he's the owner of a foundation. So he has so many things, award winning, anything, just name it. He's super loaded. So all of you just get excited as I bring him in this evening. Welcome, Uncle Yinka Faraday.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm doing very well. So far, so
Beautiful,
good.
beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. I see you're really looking good this evening, even though I can't really see you
Uh,
very well.
well, I just need to really apologize to you that I'm doing the interview around here. I need to move closer to where my event is tonight so that I don't miss your event and I don't miss their timing. That's the only reason why this is happening. But well, whatever we can take out of this, we'll run with it.
No problem, no problem. That's fine. All right. So this evening, we're gonna really get into it this evening. But before that, I really want you to do a little bit of introduction of yourself to my viewers.
My name is Yinka Farinde. Originally from Nigeria, a native of Igbajo in Osun State. I was born in Oshobo. Um, Came into this country a couple of years ago. Um, Profession wise, I wear a lot of crowns. Um, I'm a registered nurse. An artist. I'm a musician. I'm a fashion designer. All these I did learn by myself. Nobody taught me how to do whatever. But thank God for today. I'm still alive, strong and 80, able to do whatever I've been doing for a long time.
Wow, you are such a powerhouse. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow. I'm glad to hear that. Wow. Okay, so tonight we're really going to jungle into a little bit of those things that you do. But first of all, tonight I really want you to to talk to us I know we want to talk living beyond boundaries and then, breaking bridges tonight. So, and I know that in your journey with all the things that you are doing, I know it doesn't come easy. So, if you don't mind, if you can tell us a little bit about how you got started, how everything started for you, especially like you establishing yourself here in Canada.
Well, the only profession I brought into this country was as a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse from Nigeria, an intensive care RN. Got into this place. When I got here, there wasn't anything like music or whatever. All we do was just walk, walk, walk. Gradually, I dabble into it, think about how is life without something to move you around, to make you happy at the end of your work. So I put together a band called the New Horizon. That was years back. We started this all together, and gradually, with perseverance and consistency, the band got moved into Yinka Farinde and the African beat because they see how much I'm putting into it. A lot of them have a lot to do, all successful today. Thank God for that. And that's what I've been doing since then. So it was from being a musician, a self-made one, although I've been singing from youths in the church and stuff in Nigeria. So from there, I went into movies. I did a couple of movies. Um, I went into promotion, helping other artists to be like what I've been doing. It doesn't matter if I'm an artist or not. I still pull out a lot of artists. Did a lot of record release for a lot of artists in Canada here today that are singing today. I did their first albums, roughly 10 of them, still counting. Um, I think so far that's what I've been doing, and up till today, uh, I have my full house, Abidoc Media, which has a recording studio. We have a TV station. This TV area, we still do have a lot of people coming in to do their events, have their online recording done. It doesn't matter if it's our program or not. We're still helping out, also getting paid a little bit, whichever way we can. We have a recording studio where you can get yourself recorded as an artist. We have a radio station department where we have streaming going on, and when we have programs, it's very comfortable to have it done. Also, we have a space in there where you can do a online live performance or event. All this we do at Abidoc Media. At the same time, we have a replica of this in Nigeria, in Surulere, where we do all this. We do live streaming of events from the beginning to the end. Same thing we do in Canada here today.
Wow, that's beautiful. You know, out of everything that you've mentioned, what I really like a lot out of everything that you've mentioned is the fact that, like, you try to carry other people along with you. You do it because you just want to help. And I think that's a very, very beautiful thing. That's a very beautiful thing when you're able to do something and do it and consider other people into it. So I'm gonna say thank you very, very much for that. So now back to what you've said before. You know, back then, there was no music, there was nothing entertaining, and everything was very, very dry. People just walk and walk and walk. And you
Yep.
came with the idea that, like, let's start doing something. What drives you?
Well, I think it's inborn because if I don't have inborn ability to want to do double into entertainment, I wouldn't be able to maintain it and manage it the way I am managing it. Entertainment takes a lot of funds. It takes a lot of things that can get you discouraged overnight. You do a show, you get into trouble once. If you're not the type that have the passion, you're not doing the second one. And counting, I don't know if I can even count the number of events I've done. Talk less of what I've been doing, what I'm just doing now. So that's what is motivating about it. You have to have the passion for whatever is it you want to do. You cannot just do it because your friend is doing it. No, it's not gonna work out.
That's true. That's true. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. I love that a lot. I love that. Okay, so now tell me, in that journey of yours, so when it comes to the music side of it, so how many music have you recorded personally?
I have 4 records to my credit. I have 4 juju music because I'm into both juju music and Afrobeat. In Afrobeat, I have more than 15 tracks that are going to be made into an album pretty soon. So I dabble into both juju music and Afrobeat, just to satisfy my curiosity and the love I have for the music.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now I want you to tell us also. I know you have a foundation, Yinka Farinde Foundation. I know it's in Nigeria, but is it also based here in Canada for clarification?
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
in both Nigeria and Canada. Yes.
That's good. That's good. So, who are the people that like you guys attract? So, the reason why I'm asking is because like I have thousands of viewers. Okay, so you just never know. Like just never know. So, who are the people? Like, is it like women? Is it like men? Is it like the youths? Like,
Well, my foundation is not gender based. It's it goes beyond putting an eye on someone or something. It depends on what is happening. During COVID, we did a lot. It's a foundation that is self-funded. I did not take 1 cent from anybody to do my foundation. What whoever I help, it's there. I've helped them. Sometimes we do videotape whoever we have done, but mostly I don't really believe in that. The passion I have for helping does not make noise. I will not make noise on anything. Some people might look at me and say, "Oh, this man don't even spend money. He doesn't even help anybody." Or go to a party, you don't go out and spray money or whatever it is. In the same party that I don't get up from my seat to spray, I am probably the one spending most of the money in that party. But I'm not ready to like say, oh, this is what I've done to help this person to make sure whatever the person is doing is successful. So that makes a lot of difference from the noise making and the actual helping of an individual.
wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So now, so that means that like, with the foundation that you guys have here, is there like a particular location that people like, if they need help with something, like, they can reach out, like, is there a particular
Yeah.
location?
Well, I have a location for all my business. They're all in one, which is at 37 Racing Road, Unit 1B in Etobicoke. And we operate there at random, depending on what we have to do.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now we're gonna go into something that you actually talked about earlier on. I know you mentioned that you did a lot of self-taught. So what that means, like you discover a lot, you did a lot, you learned a lot by yourself. You didn't wait for someone else to teach you, right? So I want you
Yeah.
to like kind of relate that in to the youth out there right now that they are inspiring to do something for themselves.
Yeah, well, I've said this count without number when I have an interview. The first thing I would talk about fashion. I came into this country, I've never touched any sewing machine or even do anything close to that. Um, both when I first came here, everything suffered, both in fashion and music and whatever. You want to have a party, there's nobody there to sew your clothes for you. And at the same time, I was working in the hospital. So I look at it like which way is it that one can start to help out in this aspect. So what I did first was to open a fashion house where we sell African clothing at Weston Road and Sinclair. It was a booming one at that time. But when they come in, some of them wants to have their clothing done, and there's nobody to sew. Then I said, okay, this is a big problem. I went to Nigeria. I opened a fashion house in Oshobo. Look at my boys, the way they cut, the way they sew. Get back to Canada. You won't believe what I did. I bought a machine. I opened up my best outfit, cut it into paper, and cut it out once. Couple of people got into it because they thought I was a professional fashion designer, professional tailor that was taught. I wasn't. They gave me their clothes, and some of them I did very well. Some I destroyed the clothes more than I can't count. But the good part of it is I was encouraged by all these people, and I did not know they were doing it intentionally. I have a man, I won't mention his name, he knows himself. This man had a party. Before his party, I got the clothes, did the agbada and everything. The agbada, myself, I knew it was not good. He did use this outfit in the party and brought it back to me the next Monday and said, Yinka, oh yeah, you have to do it again. I said, whoa. I went ahead, I did it again until I did it like 3 or 4 times. But by the time I became a professional in doing a repetitive stuff, if he brings any outfit to me, I still charge him the same amount I charge when I was nothing. And sometimes I don't take money because it's part of the encouragement he gave me that made me go into that. So it was very encouraging, and kids can emulate this. Sometimes you don't have to wait for anyone to teach you anything, and it's even been made a lot easier these days online. You can get to know how to do a lot of things, which a lot of kids of nowadays, the Gen Zs, they are doing very well. They are not waiting for nobody to do anything, and that makes me happy within my soul for that. Dabble into music. I was not a musician in Nigeria. I was a sprayer in Nigeria. I go to party and spray money and stuff. But when I got here, nothing happened. I got into it. We were doing the best we can until gradually we moved up, and today a lot is happening. So a lot of artists have come through me, through my label, or when they come into the country, they come in, they play in my band. From there, they have their own band. When they have their own band, so be it. Good thing, because only one person in a place cannot make the place survive as
Absolutely.
compared to if you have a lot of people. People might have different interpretation about you. Don't worry about it, because you yourself know what your intention is in life. What
Mm,
people think about you is not what you are. I love everyone that does entertainment performances in this country. The way you take it, the way you take me, is the way I take you. I will never disrespect you, no matter how small or whatever is it you are. And I will never gloat on you. And this we all have to emulate. If you start doing anything, it's not because you own it. You don't own nothing. I don't own anything. I don't own Canada.
mm,
But we're all trying. You're trying your best to make sure everybody's happy. Don't put anybody down. Don't step on people's toes. When you don't do all this, you are good to go. Stepping on toes doesn't mean, oh, you said something about somebody. No,
mm,
saying bad things about someone's profession, what the person is doing, encourage the person when the person is not there, not when you are looking at the person and you are sucking up to the person. Don't suck up to me. Do whatever you're gonna do behind me. You're gonna do in front of me, behind me. I don't
mhm.
have to see you. You don't have to see me. We're all here. It's a live. It's a stage. We've come to this place to operate. We're all operating, and
Mhm.
nothing lasts forever. Anyone who doesn't know that is still not living. So those are my little thing I can put in. If we want to continue talking today, we're not going to leave here. So let me just stop.
honestly, honestly, I have to say this. Like,
Yeah.
I love your energy. The ability to be like, let's just do something. And also not just let us do something, but to actually establish the name itself. Like, we Nigerians do something here. I think it's a phenomenal thing that you're doing out there. And
Thank
then,
you.
like you said, it doesn't matter what people have to say. It doesn't matter how you do it. The most important thing is that you are doing something. So,
Something.
and that I really appreciate a lot about you. Honestly speaking, I've seen a lot of things that you do, and I'm like, you're such an inspiration to a lot of youth out there, to a lot of us out there. not to limit ourselves. Like, we can do beyond, we can do more than anything. And I see it as, if there's something that comes to each and everyone's mind, establish it, because
Yeah,
that's what you did. That's the road that you led each and every one of us into, to be able to, like, establish, do something, have something of your own, and still be able to impact other people's life. You are doing an
yeah.
amazing job, I'll tell you that.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So, also going into, because I know that, like, you also have, like, award shows that you do and all of that. So I want you to, like, talk to us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, my award event uh, has been going on for 11 years now. We did the 11th award 2 weeks ago. It was very phenomenal. It was very interesting. It was a happy event. That this event is a grassroots award. It's
Mm,
not supposed to be. It's not really a corporate thing. It will involve corporate bodies, but it's not limited to corporate bodies. It's a grassroots award. Award wherein you probably see somebody selling money at the party. The impact that person has made in that party is big. Go and ask the celebrant, or you ask this musician. So I look at that, I see a lot of them working day in, day out and getting all this done. Those are the type of people that takes my award. Those that are going around doing their job, this we have a lot of social media influencers now. They're letting us know what is going on in different parts of the world. They're not making a lot of money. They might be making little money from whatever subscription or whatever is they have, but the impact of what they are doing really helps the community. Those who are doing their business but having an impact, making us proud as Nigerians, as Africans. My award is not limited to Nigerians. It's all over Africa, even beyond. So that's the main reason why this award has come to stay. It's been going on, and next year will be a real blast. This year we had a lot of Nollywood actors and actresses. No, we have musicians and stuff. We have a lot of musicians from Benin and things like that. So it does not have a limit. We're not limited to anything. So it's a very good award, and we're encouraged to do it every year.
wow. Wow. That's good. That's good. About the award, what I really see with it is, after attending like couple of it, that you also, like, being able to, like, just like you mentioned, like, everybody in one area or the other, and they're doing something, and then encouraging them, because I see it as a way to, like, encourage others in whatever field they're doing, that it's okay, just keep going. So that's really, really beautiful. So now, before I go further, I always take questions from my viewers, and they've been dropping thousands of questions for me right here. So, so before I go further, I'm just gonna quickly read maybe two or three from our viewers, and then and hopefully, like, you'll be able to answer them.
Okay,
Okay,
I
all
can.
right. So there is one here that says okay, there's too many of it. Okay, so there's one that says, what challenges did you face establishing this great empire? Wow, that's a beautiful question.
Wow. I would tell you the only major challenges that someone can face in making things like this happen is finance. But you know what? With plans, when you have your plans made out, you get to do whatever you want to do. Don't copy things, don't copy people. Do what you can afford. If you go ahead and do what you cannot afford, at the end of the day, you're going to blame yourself. Everybody will go. You are the first to be in your event, you are the last to leave. Think about it. It doesn't take anything. So it's a major challenge to not have enough money to do whatever is it you want to do. One way or the other, I'm a hard worker, and I do plan towards whatever I want to do. So that makes it a lot easier. Um, Other challenges, there are challenges you don't see. It comes to you, it impacts you, but you cannot see it. You cannot see someone talking behind you, but you get to know. What do you have to do? Nothing. Just keep moving on, because when you sidetrack, you are going to derail. You don't derail on things like this, or else you will not be able to do anything that you need to do. So that makes it very interesting. Challenges in every event, everything you do. It doesn't matter what profession, you're still going to have challenge in a lot of things.
Absolutely.
So in short, that's all I can answer on that.
And I agree with you with that, because challenges is everywhere. The
Yeah,
higher you go, the higher the challenges. The higher you go,
definitely.
the more things that you face, and then the ability to be able to sort them out, ability to be able to deal with them, is what make one the leader that one is, right? So
It's
I
the success.
yes, yes, exactly. When one doesn't give up in that area because of one challenge or because of one discouragement, like one didn't give up. I believe that, like, like you said, you're gonna get there with time. You're gonna get there. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You will get there. All right. So I'm gonna quickly take another question. So someone said here as well, what motivates you to do your work?
That's a very good question. Whatever is it what motivates me to do my work is the love I have for the kind of work I do. There's nothing I do that I don't have passion for. So the first thing you want to do, sometimes you get into it because of your passion and you see that, oh no, my God, I'm in trouble. Like you have done what you shouldn't have put your hand into, and then you are all alone to take care of the aspect of finance and the rest of them. But at the end of the day, the joy you have in doing whatever is it you plan to do, nobody can top it. No money can buy it.
True.
Is the love. Have the love, nothing stops you. It does not matter what. Nothing stops you. So that's the motivation. It's the love for whatever I'm doing.
Wow. And then also, I like the way you express that, the love for what one is doing, because I believe generally myself that whatever you find yourself, whatever area you find yourself in life, you have to put in your best. Like the other day, I was sharing, during my teaching, I was sharing that I met a lady, and the attitude towards, like, what she does was extremely zero. And when you don't have right attitude, it's going to drive a lot of good opportunity away
Yeah.
from one. But when you have a good attitude, when you have a good behavior, you put in the work, you're definitely going to get the results eventually. And one thing also that I really want to share, that, like, listening to you, honestly, is hard work. I so much love your hard work into what you do. Like the persistency, the ability to keep going, without any concern, even though there's concern, but like not looking back. I think it's something very phenomenal that each and every one of us should strive to have. And that's one thing that you have, and you are graced for that. So can you hear me? All right. So we're going to keep going. So, like he said in a story, I just want each and every one of you, I want you guys, like, put in hard work. You see, is hard work into multiple things and trying to discover, learning so many things on his own, at the reason why he is where he is today. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you this evening, wherever you find yourself, give it your best. Whatever you see yourself doing, put all of you into it. And even though you don't see the result now, even though the result is not here now, you're definitely going to get the result eventually. You're definitely going to get the result eventually. So that's why I will encourage each and every one of you. Persistency is the key.
Yeah.
Persistency is the key. So thank you, and then welcome back.
Well, we expect something like this when calls start coming, they start calling us off. But where was I? So it's yeah, I was trying to talk about my band. The band, the boys I have, or the boys we have in Canada. I say we. Nobody in Canada has a band boy.
Hmm.
We are all rotating good boys, good instrumentalists that I did never in my life, personal life, since I've been doing, that I've been in music. You cannot come and say this boy is your band boy. They are all there to help everybody in the community. I lower myself to their level. They are the one that keeps my brain as a youthful brain. Some of them will even come and say, Yinka Bawoni. I will say, oh, Egbomi, ṣe dáadáa ni. No, that gives me joy because they are very comfortable around me. So those are the things, those are type of things that encourage you to make you feel like, oh, at least that's the reason why I'm doing this. And, it motivates you and keep you going.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Wow. And then another thing, going forward, another thing that I want to ask you is this. Um, So I know that like you help people, So do you want to share a little? I don't know if you still do that, but just for people who are looking for someone, like like how they can, get help, like in what area to, like maybe they can. I know, like I'm not sure, maybe it's part of your field or something. I'm not sure, but like um, okay.
Well, when it comes to helping people, uh, anyone that needs help, that asks for advice, they get it and they don't
Beautiful.
derail.
Beautiful.
Those who feel they know better, they do their stuff in their own way. Successful, yes, thanks to God. If they are not, well, they will get a pathway for someone to help them out if they ask question on whoever has gone through the pathway or the path road of what is it they are doing. Canada is they call it a flat land. Yes, I would say it's a flat land, but somebody's been there before you. Ask questions if you do need. If you don't need, don't dabble into somebody's stuff if they don't call you. That's the kind of country we have. If they call you, make sure you do your best to make sure the person is successful.
Hmm.
That's my own principle. You don't get me involved. Why do I have to come there? It's gonna be like, oh, it's come again. Oh, it's gonna overshadow whatever it is I'm doing. No. Little bit of advice into whatever someone is doing can save the person from whatever they probably will get it into. So it's just help depends on what is requested.
Wow. So now what I want to ask you next is that, so from when you started, when you came into the country, and then you thought about all these ideas, all these establishment, all of that. So from that person to who you are right now, what have you discovered more about yourself? Like what have you learned? Like what have you learned that you think like is the most important? Like if you have to give to the youth, if you have to give to someone, what have you learned?
What I've learned is as you are helping, watch your back. Period. It's as good
Hmm.
as that. Help people, but watch your back so that whoever you have helped does not come back to haunt you. It depends on how. It depends on the person you have helped. Some are so great, so anal to the point that you help them, but overshadowing you or getting you off the track is a game. So help whatever help you can give, please don't stop. Help doesn't kill people. Help encourages and improve people's life. I would not say more than that. It's very deep.
Wow. Wow. So to all my viewers out there, did you guys hear that? So all like it will give to us tonight is help, but at the same time watch your back. And that
Yeah.
just doesn't stay in one place. Like, it could be like, your close ones, your friends, your family sometimes, like, help, but at the same time, I think that's a very powerful word, because a lot of time, we do things and then we get too carried away, and then it leads
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
something else. It's in so many forms, so many forms you can think about it. It can be a colleague at the same profession, like, it can be like, it can even be couples, like it could be like any individual, it could be youth, it could be adult, which I think that, like, that's a very good one, to always make sure that, like, you look behind you and make sure, like, you are as well good, because there's this saying that, like, what you don't have you can give. If your cup is empty, there's no how you can feed another. So your
Hmm.
cup has to be full in order for you to
Yeah,
be able
you
to
have
feed on
to.
others.
Definitely.
Yes, so so that matters a lot, and that's the reason why one has to watch one back,
Yep.
in
Watch
whatever
your
one
back.
is doing. Yes, yes. So now, we're gonna be rounding up very soon. So don't worry, I won't keep your time. All right. So we're just gonna take some few more questions, and then but first of all, before I ask the few last questions that I have, what would you like to say? When people mention your name, what do you think you would like people to remember? To know about you. When they hear the name Yinka Farinde.
What I would like them to know about me is what you hear about me is not may not be what I am. If you don't have any interaction with me, you've never had it, and someone is talking, please make sure you get close to me to discover is it whatever is being said. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. It's painful when you hear so many things, and it's joyful when you hear a lot of good deeds. Thank you.
Yeah. I like the way you cut it short like that. That's good. That's good. So another question that I want to ask you is this: that so for everyone who is striving to do something, who is trying to, like, establish something, maybe in your feed or in a different feed, like, what word would you say to them? What word of encouragement would you say to them? And then maybe probably they're at some point in their life right now that they're like, you know what, maybe I should quit, or maybe no, like, I should step back a little bit, or maybe I should take my time in doing it. And then, so what would you say to them?
Take your time to talk to someone. An
Mm.
input of someone's advice may make you or break you. It doesn't stop you from talking to someone. Talk to somebody. It
Hmm.
helps a lot.
Wow. Wow. I love that a lot. I love that. So it's important to always make sure that, like, one have somebody.
Don't give up. Don't just give up. Talk to
Mm,
somebody.
amazing. Amazing.
Mm.
Amazing. Amazing. And I think that, like, with what you said right now, that it's actually very powerful. And that's why they always say that, like, the people you keep around you, they matter a lot. Is either they lift you up or they bring you down. And then and I feel that, like, sometimes, at the point of being discouraged, if you don't have the right people around you who will pat your back and tell you that, oh, it's okay, because this happened, it doesn't define the destination of where you're going. So, they try to, like, keep you down, like, just keep going. So I 100% agree with that. Like, it's important that you have somebody that you talk to, especially, like, people that, like, or someone that uplifts you all the time.
Yep.
And they, or maybe they're doing something that you want to do, or maybe they're up there, like, like a mentor, or it could even be a friend that, like, you see that, like, they're giving you a better energy, not to drain your
Yep.
energy. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. And thank you for sharing that. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, and then lastly, so we're gonna take one more question, and then we're gonna be coming to an end of our time this evening. So the last question that I want to take from our viewers this evening is okay. So I'm trying to run through there's so many of it. Okay, so someone else is asking that, what are your core value as a person?
Core values
Yes.
as a
So like
person.
yes. So like in the sense that so what are your values? Like for example, like it could be that like just like you mentioned before, like if somebody want to know your name, don't
Yeah.
just hear something that you heard from somebody else and automatically conclude and then act towards that instead of finding out exactly who this person is. So like
It's
go ahead.
it's simply being real.
Hmm.
Don't don't be fakey.
Hmm.
Fakey, one day fake will elapse. Being real never elapse. It stays the same way. The way you are in 2019, you will be the same in whatever year you find yourself. Be real. You don't have
Hmm.
to fake it. You're not faking on to impress anybody.
Hmm.
Be real. When you are real, you don't have anything like, oh, what did I say yesterday or what did I do yesterday? When you are yourself, nothing changes. You improve on whatever you are, whatever you're doing, and you're happy doing it. Just be
Wow.
real. Don't
Wow.
fake.
Wow. That's powerful. I must tell you that.
Mm.
That's very, very powerful. That's very powerful. Very powerful. So, to everyone out there, I hope there's something that you've learned tonight. I hope there's something that that has been like that has been of a good meaning for you that you can use. And I believe that there's so many things that you can pick, especially I love his work ethic. And I feel that like if each and everyone can be as hardworking as that, we will have a better place. We will have much more better opportunity for each and every one of us, for the younger ones that they're coming along as well. So
Yeah.
thank you very, very much for being on the show
Thank
tonight
you.
on Speaker Show. Thank you so much. It's such a privilege. I really, really appreciate it because you're a
Thank
woman.
you very much.
Like you said, like you have another event to go to again this evening. So,
Yes, I do.
so thank you very, very much. I really, really
Welcome.
appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yes, yes, I appreciate it. So tonight, everyone. So we're gonna be coming to an end of our show tonight. So thank you, everyone, to all our viewers, our subscribers, everyone. Thank you so much for your dedication. Thank you for always being committed all the time. It is well appreciated. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye now on the
Bye.
Speaker Show.
Yeah.